Reggie here, your friendly neighborhood bodybuilder and comic book collector, and I want to welcome you to another one of my videos. In this video, I am going to spend some time showing you some comics that I have recently pulled from my collection of 100K comics. And if for some reason you haven't seen that video in which I actually show you the collection, you definitely want to check out the link down in the description. But in addition to those books that I'll show you, I have some books that I recently picked up at a local comic shop. I have some books that I bought online, and then I also have two packages that have been sent to me by subscribers that I have no clue what is actually inside of them. And one of them is way too small to be a comic, so we'll see what it is. Before I get to any of that, I want to encourage you to go ahead and hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications so that you can stay abreast of all the content that I release here from the channel. And if you enjoy that content, I definitely want to encourage you to hit the thumbs up button. With that said, I want to first show you some of the books that I picked up recently at the local comic shop. And these are actually some pretty cool books that I am enjoying reading. And we are going to start off with The Three Jokers. So The Three Jokers issue number 2 is a fantastic read. If you are not reading this series, I definitely want to encourage you to check it out because this thing gives us some insight and background into the three Jokers that were identified or made known to exist during the Dark Side War. And that was a fantastic story arc. And I am so pleased that I read that not too long ago and then heard about the three Jokers coming. So it was perfect timing for me. I didn't have to wait that long because I'm behind on DC and I'm trying to play catch up. And I caught things at the right time. So that's issue number 2. I only bought one of the covers. Well, the regular covers, I should say. And I say that because I also picked up this. This is the 1 in 25 variant of Three Jokers issue number 2. It's a bit of a muted cover, if you will, because there's really only 2 colors, but it's still a really awesome cover nevertheless. And what you see here is one of the three Jokers depicted on the cover. Again, just a really, really cool story arc. Another book that I picked up recently at the local comic shop is this one right here, the Department of Truth. And this was one, I might need to read this one again. I heard a lot of really great things about this particular book. I picked it up on a whim and I read it. And it's one of those ones that I think might need a second read to fully appreciate. But that is Department of Truth from Image. Next up, let's do the other Image book. I have yet to read this one. This is Philadelphia. This is a fantastic story arc, or a fantastic title, I should say, from Rodney Barnes. I am enjoying this one. I have not yet read issue number 8, but I am looking forward to reading it. One series that I have been reading from the beginning, and I am saddened by the fact that it is now over, is The Resistance. This is issue number 6 of The Resistance from AWA. Just a pretty solid title. I enjoyed this one from issue number 1. And again, that's one of those ones, if you want to try to support indies, The Resistance is one to check out. Now, I did pull several different books from the collection recently, from the 100K collection. And I have shown some of them in some other videos that you will see at one point. But I wanted to take a moment to show this book, and technically there's 2 copies of it, and I want to show this one because it is an obscure book that a lot of people may not know about, but they will know why this book is significant as soon as I tell you, because you might not know. This is Eagle issue number 6. I do not know what year this is, and people are like, why are you showing Eagle from, I think it's Crystal Comics? The reason that I'm showing this is that this contains, I do believe, a pinup, which represents the first professionally published work of Adam Hughes. and I have not yet opened it up to actually look at the pinup, so I'm trusting the research that I've done online. But Eagle number 6, I was able to find 2 copies of this in the collection as I was going through a random box. They were just sitting there. I was like, that's an interesting title. Let's look that up. And I discovered that it had some significance. So a couple of cool books right there. Next up, I actually want to open up a book that I ordered online. And I talked about this particular character who has their first appearance in this book during a recent live stream. And I can't remember if it was the Ready, Set, Go. Oh, peanuts. Now I'm not cursing. There are actually peanuts in here, which is a little bit of a curse. I am just not a fan of the peanuts. Canadians, get it together. No more peanuts, people. Thankfully, that did not make a mess. There was not an abundance of peanuts. But I did buy this book from a seller on the eBay machine from Canada. And I recently talked about this character's first appearance during a recent live stream. And when I talked about it, I had already made my purchase of this book. It is a book that I have wanted for a while, to some degree or another, but was definitely Red Ocean. When I first went to go buy this book many months ago, it was a Red Ocean book all day long. And if you don't know what Red Ocean means within the context of comics, I have a couple of videos here on the channel that define Red Ocean. But suffice it to say, this was a book that was super hot. And it was super hot, which meant that I wasn't going to touch it, because that would have meant that I was going to overpay for that book. So I did not buy it when I first had an interest in picking this book up. But the book never really fell off of the radar. It was just deprioritized as a result of me recognizing that this book was Red Ocean. And now that it is not Red Ocean, it was the perfect time to pick it up because the prices were so much more favorable and I was able to get a much better grade for a lot less money, which is never a bad thing. So this book right here, as I get my first look at this beauty, is the first appearance of Moira McTaggart. And the reason that the book was super hot was because Moira was the centerpiece of what Jonathan Hickman was doing with the return of the X-Men, with the Dawn of X stuff, with her having these multiple lives and now being a mutant and all that kind of stuff. This book, her first appearance, took off like no one's business. So here we go. X-Men 96, first appearance of Moira McTaggart, 9.4, white pages. Not a bad grade for this book in any way, shape, or form. So I am definitely pumped about that. Trying to get a good look at the book here down its spine. Couple of creases there on the spine that might be pressable. Same on the back side. There is potentially a chance that this book was not pressed and could get a grade bump. That is not to say that I'm going to crack it and send it in because I'm not necessarily of that school of thinking, especially for a book that I already own, but that could be something that happens down the road. You never know. So really cool book right there. All right. So I alluded to this at the beginning. This is not a comic. It's not a comic at all. But this is from James. James sent this to me. Watch it be a comic. Watch it be like a little mini comic. So let me see if we can get this thing open without damaging what is inside. And all right, that was a good cut. I impressed myself with my box cutting skills here. The tape is a little thick at that end, so I'm not going to cut that way. But I am going to cut that way. And what is this? Oh, check that out. Comic Base 2020. Is there a note? Did he send a note? No, is there a note inside? Oh, there is a note. So we'll read this note. What does this say? Let me see. Let me make sure. Okay, cool. Okay. I know who this is. The name, your real government names don't always mean a whole lot to me, but your screen names do. So this right here, was listening to one of your videos and heard you say that priceguide.com was one of the best guides. I use Coinbase, have used it since 2004. Prices are a little inflated, but it is a good electronic library for comic research. Let me know what you think. And this is from Jim, aka Dollar Bill Dude. This dude is a Patreon member, and again, the government names don't always mean something, but your screen names indeed do. So thank you, Dollar Ben Dude. I appreciate it. So this is Coinbase 2020 and archive edition deluxe 4 DVD containing the entire comic base database plus cover images from over 625,000 rare and modern comics and other bonus content. How cool is that? How cool is that? That's awesome. So we will have to dig into this and stay tuned for the video, right? Because that's what we do here. We learn about stuff and then we turn around and we create content about it. So video coming soon. There you go. Very, very cool. So one of the last things that I am going to do is open up this package right here. And this is actually something that Matt Wood sent me. And I want to say that some other subscribers had some input on this, but I cannot confirm that. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed that there is a note inside that provides me with some details. Very, very cool on the inside of here. Spider-Man really grates my cheese. And check that out. This is from She Spawn. Viv. How cool is that? That is, again, all of these people out there with hidden talent, and I have none. No artistic talent. But she draws one of my favorite villains in the Spider-Man's Rogues Gallery, that being Vulture, and uses one of my quotes about grating my cheese. So, She Spawn, thank you very much. This is really cool. That is going to have to go in the art portfolio back there. And then there's a note here. This note is a little premature. This note is a little premature, but I feel confident that I can read it because this is going to happen. It says, Regie, this is a thank you from the Gibbon Gang and congratulations for reaching 10K. He put a question mark. There should be no question mark. This is about to happen. In fact, it is, you know what? Maybe I won't open this one. Maybe we're going to stop right there. We're going to stop right there. Even though I've seen this and this is dope, we're going to stop right there. And we are going to save whatever is inside. They actually use some red Gibbon tape. We are going to save what is inside for when I reach 10K. We're going to save it. And when I do my live stream for reaching 10K, we're going to open this up. I'm going to set this off to the side using my handy dandy tape dispenser here. We're going to put some tape on that and we are going to revisit this when I do my live stream at 10K. If I don't put a note for myself on there, I will open this thing. So we are going to set that off to the side. And what I will say to She Spawn, to Matt, and to anyone else that contributed to whatever is in there, I absolutely appreciate you guys. Stay tuned because when we get to 10,000 subs and we do that live stream, we're going to open that thing up. But here's the thing. Before I let you guys go, I want to give you an opportunity to get something really awesome. And you don't even have to be at 10,000 subscribers to get it. What I want to give you is an opportunity to win a book from my friends over at Go Collect. Now, the way this thing works is that I have the relationship with Go Collect. I send them an invoice every single month. They pay that invoice. I then use that money to go out and buy comics to give away here on the channel. So I get to basically go shopping with free money every single month. only to turn it around and basically give it away, but I still get to have a little fun and pick up some really, really awesome books. And we've been giving away some really fantastic books, I do believe. And this next one is an awesome book. I actually have 2 copies of this book in my collection. When I saw this one, I saw the price, I saw the grade, I was like, this is a good book. So we're going to give away a little bit of Silver Age goodness. And what we're going to do is give away Strange Tales issue number 158. Gorgeous red cover with some yellow in there. You can't go wrong with this. This is the first full appearance of the Living Tribunal. The Living Tribunal's first full appearance. Strange Tales 158, 6.5 with off-white to white pages. This book could be yours. And all you have to do is to basically be a subscriber of the channel, be a resident of the United States or Canada, or have a mailing address in the US. These are the rules that have been in place for the last 80 plus weeks that we've been doing this giveaway with absolutely no deviation. So this is the book. And again, all you have to do is in a moment, I'm basically going to give you a phrase. You're going to head over to the community tab. You're going to find the post on the community tab where I'm talking about this book. You're going to find a link. Click that link. If there is no link, that is not the active giveaway. So look for the link, click it, go to MailChimp. Plug in 3 pieces of information. 2 of them are relevant to you. 1 of them is a phrase that I would have given you or will be giving you in a couple of moments. You plug that in, then you tune in to the Ready, Set, Go preview show to find out if you are indeed the winner. You then have 1 week from the date that I declare who the winner is to claim your prize if you are in first place or the winner or however it goes. And if you don't claim it, it just goes to the next person. So I think the rules are relatively straightforward, but if you are challenged in some way, shape, or form, all you have to do is search YouTube for Regie Collects Go Collect Giveaway, and there are a couple of videos that walk you through all of the steps and the entire process. The other thing I want to remind folks is that there is 1 entry per person, 1 entry per household. The goal here is to have a low hurdle for people to get over and to be able to spread the opportunity to more people. So it is limited to 1 person entry and 1 entry per household, right? So hopefully that is clear to people. And again, the rules are actually posted up when you head over to the community tab, all right? So the other thing I'll ask you, please don't post any comments on this video or anywhere else basically saying, is the giveaway this book? Or thank you for the giveaway. None of that stuff. If you want to comment on the giveaway, send me a message and we will talk about it. Do not post it up, all right? The phrase for this is 3 faces. 3 faces, the number 3 faces. That is the phrase. Why? Because the Living Tribunal has 3 faces. I think he has 4, but we're not going to talk about that. 3 faces is the phrase. The number 3, FACES, is the phrase, and I'll put it up on screen as well. With that said, I want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch this video. If you enjoyed it, I certainly want to encourage you to hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment behind so we can mix it up in the comment section. If you need to reach out to me to even talk about the giveaway, feel free to do so on Instagram at Regie Collects, or you can send me an email to Regie@RegieCollects.com. Take care.